What happens when basketball's most fearless warrior meets the game's greatest shooter? Can raw heart and pure hustle actually beat shooting magic from another dimension? Today we're about to answer the question that's been driving basketball fans crazy. Today's matchup is absolutely insane. We're putting 2001 MVP Allen Iverson against 2025 Stephen Curry, and trust me, this is going to get wild. Now, before we jump in, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a player carry a team the way AI did in 2001? And have you ever seen someone break the laws of physics with a basketball like Curry does every single night? We're about to find out what happens when these two forces of nature collide. The Answer versus the Chef, two basketball legends. Let's talk about Allen Iverson in 2001. And trust us, this man was playing a completely different sport than everyone else. Close your eyes and imagine this: you're 6 feet tall, you weigh less than most high school linemen, and you're going up against giants every single night. What do? Well, if you're Allen Iverson, you just don't care about any of that. Iverson dropped over 31 points per game that season. But here's the crazy part: he wasn't playing with other superstars. This wasn't some super team situation. The man literally carried Philadelphia on his back, game after game, night after night. Can you imagine the pressure? Every team knew exactly who was getting the ball. Every defense was designed to stop one guy, and AI still found ways to get buckets. And let's talk about that crossover for a second. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful and deadly at the same time? When Iverson put that ball between his legs and shifted his weight, it was like watching magic happen. Defenders knew it was coming. Everyone in the building knew it was coming, but they still couldn't stop it. That first step was like lightning, and once he got past you, good luck catching up. But what made AI truly special wasn't just the flashy moves. This dude had ice in his veins when it mattered most. Remember that shot over Shaq in the finals? Remember him stepping over Ty Lue? That wasn't just skill, that was pure heart and determination refusing to be denied. The thing about Iverson's era though, man, basketball was rough back then. We're talking about hand-checking being legal, big men camping in the paint, and defenses that could literally grab you and push you around. Today's players would probably cry about the physicality AI dealt with every night, but did that stop the answer? Not even close. If anything, it just made him angrier and more determined. Curry's magic, rewriting basketball's rulebook. Now let's flip the script and talk about what Stephen Curry is doing, because honestly, it's getting ridiculous at this point. The man is 37 years old, that's grandpa age in NBA years, and he's still out here making shots that shouldn't be legal. Think about this for a second. Curry's taking almost 13 three-pointers per game and making over 40% of them. Do you understand how crazy that is? Most players can't make 40% of their shots from 15 feet, and this guy's doing it from 30 feet out. He's literally changed how we think about basketball. But here's what blows my mind about Curry. It's not just the shooting. Watch him move without the ball sometime. He's out here doing things with a basketball that look like they should be illegal, all while defenders are draped all over him trying to stop the inevitable three-pointer. The scariest part about Curry, though, he makes everyone around him better just by existing on the court. When he's out there, defenses have to make impossible choices. Do you send 2 guys at him and leave someone else wide open? Do you guard him tight from half court and risk him blowing by you? There's literally no right answer, and that's what makes him so dangerous. The ultimate showdown, heart versus range. Alright, here's where things get spicy. What happens when these two legends actually go head-to-head? This is like asking what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, except both guys are basically unstoppable forces in their own way. If we're talking about Iverson guarding Curry, man, this would be fun to watch. AI averaged 2.5 steals per game in 2001, and he did it by being absolutely relentless. He'd probably try to press Curry from the moment he stepped on the court, making every dribble a battle, forcing him into uncomfortable situations. But here's the problem: Curry specializes in uncomfortable shots. Those step-back threes that would be prayers for most players, that's just Tuesday for Steph. And think about Curry's movement without the ball. AI was quick as lightning, but chasing Curry around screens for 48 minutes? That's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. Every screen, every cut, every little movement could be a dagger three-pointer waiting to happen. Curry's a decent defender, but he's not built to handle that kind of punishment all game long. Iverson was getting to the free throw line over 10 times per game back then because he was constantly attacking, constantly putting pressure on defenses. But here's where it gets really interesting. What era are they playing in? If it's 2001 rules with all that physical play, that probably helps Iverson. If it's 2025 rules with all the space and pace, that's definitely better for Curry. The rules basically changed basketball between these two eras. Breaking down the numbers, volume versus efficiency. Let's get into the numbers for a second, but don't worry, we're going to keep this simple and fun. Iverson in 2001 was shooting about 42% from the field. Now, that might not sound amazing by today's standards, but remember what he was dealing with. Every shot was contested, every possession was a war, and he was taking the toughest shots imaginable night after night. Curry in 2025, he's shooting 45% from the field and over 40% from three. Those are video game numbers, especially when you consider he's taking almost 5 3-pointers per game compared to AI's 1 per game. That's a massive difference right there. But here's something interesting: Iverson was getting to the line way more than Curry does. AI was shooting over 8 free throws per game, while Curry's at about 4. Free throws are automatic points, and if Iverson could get Curry in foul trouble early, that changes everything. The 3-point difference, though, that's enormous. We're talking about potentially 16 extra points per game just from threes. Even if Iverson outscores Curry everywhere else, that's a tough gap to close. But then again, AI never backed down from impossible odds before, so why would he start now? Who wins this epic battle? Alright, moment of truth time. After breaking down everything about these two incredible players, who actually wins this fantasy matchup? Man, this is tough because they're both amazing in completely different ways. In a straight one-on-one game, this would be absolutely electric. Iverson's relentless attacking style and that killer crossover would give Curry nightmares. When defenses focus on stopping Curry, it opens up the entire floor for his teammates. Iverson was a master at carrying his team, but Curry's style creates more winning opportunities for everyone. But you know what? The real winner here is all of us basketball fans who got to witness both of these legends in their prime. Iverson showed us that heart and determination could overcome any obstacle, while Curry proved that you could literally change the entire sport with pure skill and innovation. These two players represent everything that's beautiful about basketball: the evolution, the passion, the impossible made possible. Whether you're Team AI or Team Curry, we can all agree that both of these guys are absolute legends who made the game better just by playing it. So what do you think? Who wins this epic showdown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more basketball content that'll keep you arguing with your friends for hours.